Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we're talking Catfish, the TV show, LaDaris and Julie. So we're just going to get on right onto it. So we met this guy named LaDaris. I forget what age he was from, but he's from Texas. And he is a former military guy. He was stationed in the Army. I guess he's went to Iraq and Afghanistan a few times. So thank you for your service, LaDaris. He said that, after getting back from there, like, he had really severe PTSD. He would say he was always angry. He was always, like, in a bad mood. It was just not good mentally for him. So he got on an app and he met this girl named Julie. And I guess LaDaris has a kid and Julie has kids. And she's from Michigan. And they met 3 years ago. They've been talking for 3 years and stuff. He has planned to go meet her in Michigan and stuff, and it just never fell through and everything. They had a good connection, but the typical, she didn't want to video chat. Every time they video chat, you can only see like her forehead and stuff, and basically and everything. And so and there's even sometimes that she's even ghosted him a few times and stuff. So, he told her that, if you don't video chat me, I'm going to have to call in Catfish and stuff. Well, after he said that, he gets a message from Julie's sister, Jessica, and she says, don't put my sister through this. If you really care for her, don't do this. Whatever, my sister's not going to do this, whatever, don't put her on TV like this or whatever. So, but he ignores it. He calls Catfish anyway. So he comes and calls in even Cammy. They come in, he tells a story. So they go do their investigation. And, they didn't really find nothing. Like, there was really nothing to find. The only thing that they had, they called Sister Jessica. And she said that, I told him I didn't want no part of this. I told him to leave her alone, this, and that. I don't know why you guys are calling me. And then she quickly hung up the phone. So they go back and tell LaDaris what they found. And basically, they told him what happened with the sister and everything. Then they decide to call, quote unquote, Julie. Well, Julie says in her text message, I don't know, I have to find a babysitter. It's just too much for us right now. And then, Neve is being really persistent. It's like, if you really love LaDaris, you will find a way to meet up with him. And she was like, okay, come to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'll give you this address and everything. So, and I'll meet you at 5 o'clock at this time. So they pack up and go out to Michigan. As soon as they land, right before they land, right on the plane, they get a text message from Julie saying she can't make it. She couldn't find a babysitter, but you can meet the next day. And we all rolling our eyes and everything. And so, whatever. So the next day rolls around and they go to the address where Julie told them to go. They go, Nee knocks on the door, and nobody answers. Next thing you know, we see a car come out and drive by, and someone gets out the car, and the person who got the car was actually Julie. She ended up being the real girl in the pictures. Wow, okay, interesting. So now that just raises more questions. So we actually, what? It's been 3 years. Why have you guys not FaceTime or video chatted or anything? She was just she said that she had a chipped tooth and she didn't like the way she looked and she didn't want to video chat. And we're just okay, that's not an excuse. And then she's just I don't really like the video chat because I'm always on the go. My kids need me and this. I'm studying. I'm in college and taking classes right now, so forth. And I'm getting ready for finals or whatever. And Neve was just it only takes 5 minutes, to FaceTime just once. I was reading some of the comments. People were saying that LaDaris basically had a lot of patience dealing with that for 3 years. So, and I agree. He had a lot of patience with that. Her excuses is like, I understand, like, you're nervous and don't want a video chat. I get that at times, but the chip tooth and your busy lifestyle, come on now. I cannot stand, I understand people have a busy lifestyle, but I can't stand it when people use that as a crutch to at least not give me a five minute phone call, basically. Give me a 5 minute phone call, video chat. You got there's 24 hours in the day, and you cannot spare 5 minutes. So I agree with Neve when he says you can't give her 5 minutes. So then Julie turns it around on LaDaris and said, well, we were going to plan up to meet each other, but I changed my mind on him because he went to a party with his family and he posted, and he was with another girl that I guess he was in a relationship with or talking to, and he didn't tell me about it. Well, LaDaris was just like, no, because like you kept on being on and off with me. So when you were off with me, I started talking to other people. We didn't date, but I started talking to other people. I think I have a right to do that because you were on and off to me. And she's like, yeah, well, you still should have told me this, and that, and everything. And Cammy like talked to LaDaris about that, and she was like, I would be dating other people too. Like, is a common courtesy, yeah, but I see your point here. She said she saw both sides of it. So, like, I didn't like how she tried to throw it back on him when she was the one ghosting him and stuff. But whatever. So, at the end of the day, they asked, are there feelings? Do you guys really have feelings for each other? And she said yes. She said she really loves him. He's a great guy and everything. She said she used to be in the military. She didn't say what branch she was, but she said he's a great guy. She said she could look past what happened. He said, like, we gotta work on our communication and everything and do better with that. And I feel like we can get past it, basically. So we left on a good note, but when we did the 2-month follow-up, they are not talking. They did FaceTime a couple times after filming, but it didn't get any further than that. They don't, like, he said that she is just like way too busy. Her lifestyle is just way too busy. He's just working on himself and just letting her do her. And she was just like, yeah, I need to get myself together first before I get in a relationship. And again, like, I understand you got kids in school. I get that. You got a lot on your plate. But, don't get anybody's hopes up that high and then use your busy lifestyle as a crutch. A lot of people do that, and it just irritates me when people use their busy lifestyle as a crutch to basically get out of something, work their way out of a relationship. That's just my opinion. So I'm glad she wasn't a catfish, but 3 years not FaceTiming, unacceptable. Her reasoning, chip tooth or not, nah, unacceptable. That's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my reviews. A little quick one. It wasn't as outrageous as last week's episode was, but it was still a very good episode, Catfish. I'll be back on tomorrow, Friday, to recap Married at First Sight. So until then, I will see you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. So see y'all again soon. Bye-bye.